Stop. Before you allow yourself to think about anything else, give me exactly 2 minutes of absolute attention. What I'm about to share must not be spoken to anyone until it manifests. This is not a hypothesis or a belief. This is a fundamental principle of quantum reality. Write, I remain silent and I receive, but only if you understand that silence is the strongest force in the universe. Over the next 2 minutes, I will implant a code into your subconscious, a code that will attract money as inevitably as a black hole attracts light. But if you share this code before it activates, it will destroy itself. This is not mysticism, this is physics. This is the harsh truth. Right now, in the quantum field, there is a sum of $17,000 marked with your name. I see it. This money is ready to enter your physical reality, but there is a reason it hasn't arrived yet. You talk too much about what you want instead of allowing it to be drawn to you in silence. Every time you discuss your financial goals, you lose 23% of your magnetic potential. Every time you talk about money problems, you amplify the field of lack around you. Every time you share your dreams before they manifest, you allow other people's doubts to destroy them. The ancient initiates knew this. They took vows of silence not for spiritual symbolism, but out of practical necessity. They understood words are energy, and energy spent on talking cannot be used for materialization. Right now, close your eyes for 3 seconds and take a deep breath. Do it. I'll wait. Good. In those 3 seconds, your brain entered gamma state at 40 Hertz, the frequency of manifestation, and I just linked it to a specific intention. Money will begin coming to you from unexpected sources within the next 72 hours. But there is a condition. If you tell anyone, the wave function collapses prematurely. It's like opening the oven too early. The souffle falls. Manifestation needs darkness and silence to mature. I learned this principle 7 years ago after making a painful mistake. I was working on attracting $1 million. Everything was aligned: meditation, visualization, emotional coherence. I felt the result was close, and then I told a friend. His reaction was simple: that sounds too good to be true. In that moment, I physically felt the energy leave, like air escaping a balloon. The manifestation collapsed. I destroyed it with words. Since then, my rule is absolute: complete silence until full materialization. The results were astonishing. But there is a deeper level. There is a special 2-minute practice I call the Quantum Silence Protocol. If you apply it right now, it will activate the financial flow already waiting for you. First minute, imagine your lips sealed with golden light. This light prevents energy from leaking through unnecessary words. Feel the energy gathering in your solar plexus instead of scattering. This accumulated force becomes a magnet for money. Second minute, imagine a safe inside your heart. Inside it lies a check with your name on it. Do not write the amount. Let the universe fill it in. This safe opens only with silence. Every spoken word about money adds another lock. Neuroscience confirms this. When we talk about goals, the brain releases dopamine as if the goal is already achieved. We receive the reward without the result and lose the impulse to act. But when we remain silent, tension builds. Energy accumulates like water behind a dam, and when the dam breaks, the flow becomes unstoppable. Within the next 72 hours, the universe will send you 3 tests. First, someone will ask about your financial situation. You'll want to complain or brag. Don't. Say, everything is unfolding in the best way, and stop. Second, you'll get an idea for making money. You'll want to share it. Don't. Write it down, but stay silent. Third, the first money will appear, maybe a small amount. You'll want to celebrate. Wait, this is only the beginning. If you stay silent, the amount will grow. I've seen this in thousands of people. Those who can hold silence achieve results 10 times faster than those who talk. There is an inverse relationship between words and wealth. One participant, let's call her Anna, had $12 in her account. I gave her this technique and one rule: tell no one. After 72 hours, she wrote, "I can't believe this, but I have to tell someone. $5,000 just came in, a tax refund I forgot about." I replied, "Wait another 72 hours." She waited, and within that time, another $12,000 arrived. An unexpected order, a bonus from a previous job, an inheritance from a distant relative. Why did everything happen at once? Because the energy wasn't leaking through words. It accumulated until it reached critical mass and then exploded into manifestation. Truly wealthy people understand this. They don't talk about money they don't have yet. They rarely talk even about the money they do have. They let the numbers speak for themselves. Warren Buffett lived in the same house for decades. His wealth remained invisible. Steve Jobs wore the same clothes not out of modesty, but because he understood energy spent on image cannot be used for creation. The quantum field responds to coherence. If thoughts, feelings, and actions align, but words do not, a split occurs. It's like a car with wheels pointing in different directions. Right now, changes are already happening in your field. You may feel warmth, pressure, tingling. This is the energy of money, and it is fragile. One wrong word, and it dissipates. The next 2 minutes are decisive. I am transmitting the final code, but you must make a promise. Absolute silence for 72 hours. No words about money. No words about this practice. No words about expectations. Now imagine a golden coin spinning in your heart. With every rotation, it grows. With every rotation, it attracts more resources. It spins only in silence. Any spoken word about money stops its movement. Feel the rotation, feel the growth, feel the pull, but do not speak. In 72 hours, you will understand why they say silence is golden. You will see money coming from unexpected directions, but only if you honor the pact of silence. The clock has started. Activation complete. Now the test begins. Money is already moving. It follows the path of silence. Only those who can hold silence will receive it. Are you one of them? Silence is not emptiness. It is an active force. Diamonds are born in it. Seeds sprout in it. The universe prepares your order in it. 4 years ago, during the hardest period of my life, I understood this completely. I had $120,000 in debt. Creditors called daily. I tried everything. Nothing worked. Then I realized I was talking all the time. That night, I made a decision. 30 days of complete silence about money. No complaints, no desires, no discussions. When people asked, I said, I am in a process of transformation. Day 3, a forgotten check for $500 arrived. Day 7, an old client called and unexpectedly offered a $5,000 project. Day 14, I had a dream, a business solution so clear and logical that I couldn't believe I hadn't seen it before. But the most incredible thing happened on day 27. A lawyer called and said a distant relative, one I didn't even know existed, had left me an inheritance. Not a large one, he said. When I saw the documents, I couldn't believe my eyes. $127,000, almost the exact amount of my debt, plus enough for a new beginning. Was it a coincidence? No, it was the power of silence. During those 30 days, my energy didn't leak into empty conversations. It accumulated, condensed, became magnetic, and when it reached its threshold, it tore through the fabric of reality and allowed abundance to enter. Here is the scientific explanation. Every word creates a sound wave. A wave carries energy. When you talk about goals, you throw that energy outward, like trying to plant seeds on asphalt. But when you remain silent, the energy stays inside, circulates, strengthens, condenses. Your electromagnetic field becomes stronger, and a strong field attracts what matches its frequency. Dr. Emoto's experiments showed words change the structure of water. Your body is 70% water. Every word about lack programs your cells for lack. Every word about problems amplifies them. Silence allows your cells to return to their natural frequency of abundance. The 72-hour rule is not random. It aligns with the circadian cycle of your energy field. Every 72 hours, it completes a full rotation. If you can remain silent during this period, the cycle completes without distortion. But here's what most people miss. The urge to speak will be almost overwhelming. The ego will scream. It will find 1,000 reasons why you must talk right now. What if they misunderstand you? What if you miss an opportunity? What if you need help? These are ego traps. The ego knows silence is its greatest enemy. In silence, the ego weakens, and the higher self emerges, the part of you that knows how to materialize. I must share an advanced practice. I call it the energetic seal. Every time you feel the urge to talk about money, imagine your lips sealed with golden honey. It is sweet. Silence becomes pleasant. But it is also sticky. Words get trapped. Direct the retained energy into your solar plexus. Feel it pulsing, expanding, glowing. This energy becomes the fuel for manifestation. The more you hold, the more fuel you have. There are 3 levels of silence about money. 1. Physical silence. No words about money, debt, goals. This is the foundation. 2. Mental silence. Stop the inner dialogue, worry, calculations, what if. Each thought is an energy leak. When a thought appears, say, I trust the process, and release it. 3. Emotional silence, the highest level. No emotional spikes. A bill arrives, calm observation. Money arrives, quiet gratitude. This emotional equilibrium creates a vacuum that pulls abundance in. Quantum physics speaks of superposition. Until observed, a particle exists in all states at once. Your financial future is also in superposition right now. When you speak, you collapse the wave prematurely, usually into the reality you fear. Silence holds the superposition and allows the universe to choose the best outcome for you. A Harvard Business School study showed entrepreneurs who kept their ideas secret were 300% more successful than those who shared them. Why? They didn't waste energy on explanations and doubts. They invested it into action. But there is an even deeper effect. Silence about money sends a signal to the subconscious. I know, I trust, I don't need to ask. This confidence completely changes your vibration. You shift from, I must talk because I lack, to, I remain silent because I know it's already coming. Here is the secret of the initiates. When you stop talking about money, money begins to talk about you. People suddenly feel the impulse to offer opportunities. Synchronicities align in your favor. The universe becomes your silent partner. I remember a seminar participant, Patricia, a talented artist but broke. She constantly said, "I'm a poor artist." I offered her 72 hours of silence. She looked terrified. "But how will people know I need help?" I said, "They will know, not from your words, but from your energy." The first day was torture, the second easier. On the 67th hour, she received an email. A collector found her website and wanted to buy 3 paintings. Price $8,000, more than she earned in a year. "How did he find me?" she asked. "He didn't, the universe did." The old saying, "Speech is silver, silence is gold," is far more literal than people think. Silence is the currency of the universe. Every time you stay silent instead of complaining, you deposit into your account. The interest is exponential. But be careful. When the first money appears, the temptation to speak will explode. You'll want to tell someone, post it, celebrate. Resist. The first money is the test. Stay silent, the flow opens. Speak, the portal closes. I've seen people manifest $1,000 and immediately tell everyone, and then nothing for months. And I've seen people manifest $100, stay silent, and rise to $100,000. The difference is simple. The first spent their energy on words. The second invested it in growth. Do this exercise. Close your eyes. Imagine a golden lock on your throat. It locks away words about money. This is not a prison, it is a safe. Every unspoken word turns into gold inside. Feel the safe getting heavier. In 72 hours it will open if the lock remains untouched. The Maya had a saying, "The richest person is the one who speaks least about wealth." They knew true wealth is quiet. It doesn't prove itself. It simply exists. For the next 72 hours, you become an alchemist. You will turn words into energy, energy into magnetism, magnetism into money. It is so simple that the mind wants to reject it. It wants complexity. But sometimes the strongest action is the absence of action. The universe responds not to words, but to state. Preserve your energy and you become a magnet. Spend it on talking and you become a repellent. Now you have the knowledge, you have the method, you have the warning. The next 72 hours are the exam. Pass it, the flow opens. Fail it, you remain in the old reality. Silence is calling. Money is waiting. What will you choose? If this video resonated with you, leave a like, share it with those ready for awakening, and write your comments, questions, stories, and feelings. We read every message, and from them, new stories are born.